Hello, this is the Jurassic expert here, back with another video. My second attempt at this because my camera ran out of storage. Um, so, um, Today I am reviewing the long overdue Battle Damaged Pteranodon in honor of the new Battle Damaged Pteranodon that was released. No, I was not actually fortunate enough to get it off of Walmart.com for the brief moment that it was on there, but hopefully I will in the future. So yeah, let's actually just take a look at this new figure. Let's go into the articulation. So with the wings, they are on a hinge so they could bend down that much and up that much, so you could get a nice flying position with that. Um, and there is a little ball joint in the neck, pretty much barely any articulation. It can move a full 360 though. The beak can open that wide and close that much, just making sure that that's focused. So,
Oh no!
also the wings, they can move a full 360. There is a little hinge in the legs. They do move together. Don't know if they can move separately, but the plastic is really it's really fragile, so I don't even want to try that. So they can move forward that much and back that much. So yeah, and for the little battle damage, you press that down, and there you go. You get your little flush piece there. And going over paint, the paint does look nice on this figure. They did paint the wings there. They gave it two different colorations for the wings. They did not paint the underside, however, which is a shame. I do wish they did that. At least put a little bit of paint on the underside. But then they did paint the head. They did paint the eye there. Let's just get a good look at the eye and a little bit closer on that detail there. And they did paint the upper roof of the mouth, and they did paint the tongue on the mouth. So yeah, that is pretty impressive. So they did not paint the claws on any of the hands, which, understandable, they are really small. But yeah, uh, sculpt wise, sorry guys, my brain was not working with me there. I lost my train of thought. Sculpt wise, this is a pretty decent looking figure for its price point and its size. They did do all the folds and wrinkles in the skin. It really does just look like a Pteranodon. I mean, that's kind of what I was going for. They did sculpt like all the veins and everything in the wings, and all the folds and wrinkles in the skin. They did sculpt the nostril as well. They did sculpt the teeth in the mouth. Don't know how well you guys can see that there. You could kind of see it there. And they did sculpt the feet as well. So yeah, sculpt wise, I'd say this is really good. They did sculpt the whole bowel damage area. They did sculpt all the flesh and all that. And they did actually sculpt in little cuts in the wings just to add to that bowel damage effect. So yeah. And here is the Jurassic Facts app code. So, for those of you that do not know, I actually received this for my birthday, and it is in the haul video. And yeah, this figure has been popping up more in Walmart, so I do think it's a little bit more likely that you will be able to find this figure. And yeah, if not, you can probably find it on Amazon and eBay. I threw out like the little code and everything like months ago. So if there are any of you here that want the code, I do apologize. I do not have the code anymore. I was saving it for this video, but I just never got around to it, and I thought I never would, so I just threw it out. Either that, or it would be like, it's going to be pointless anyway. So yeah, but still, I do hope you enjoy this review. So for your, human comparison, no real attachments at all. Here it is next to Alan Grant for your human comparison, and yeah, that does seem about right for a Pteranodon. for your other Pteranodon comparison, here it is next to the Legacy Collection Pteranodon, which has the little flapping feature. I do notice the wings are kind of in the same position, except this one is arched a little bit more and has all the tears and all that in the wings. But yeah, overall, between these figures, I actually kind of like this one more. I mean, it is a little bit chunkier than this one, with the body, but still, I mean, you don't really notice it until you hold these two, like, side by side. But, I mean, the Pteranodons in Jurassic World were more well-fed than the ones in Jurassic Park 3, which is what this one was based off of, so, yeah. So there you go, there's your sculpt. The head sculpt actually does seem to be the same, and yeah. So that off to the side, and for your attack pack comparison, here is the Pteranodon next to the Dimorphodon. So yeah, I mean, the Dimorphodon looks a little bit big, but I mean, this is supposed to be representing more of like a small Pteranodon, so it's understandable. So yeah, I'd say those scale well together. So yeah, and if you want to play it in more of a crouching position, where it kind of looks like it's perched, because Mattel has done a bad job with giving us a Pteranodon figure that actually looks like it is perched down on the ground. You just kind of put its arms forward, and it kind of looks a little bit weird, but you still get that illusion that it's kind of crouching. You can tell it's trying to, at least. So yeah, there's my review for the Pteranodon figure, and yeah. So, as always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified whenever I put new videos like this one. And as always, dinosaurs might be older than you, but you are never too old for dinosaurs. Bye.